Morning, everybody. Hope I'm audible to you all. We will start in another 3 minutes at exactly at 11:06 because there are many people joining. So we will have enough numbers. Yes, let's start. At the outset, let me welcome on behalf of Atrimed Pharmaceuticals as the MD and CEO of this company. I'm so happy that there are several people, a few hundred people who have gathered here on our, this WebEx meet, as well as many people watching on YouTube and live on Facebook. This is actually something revolutionary what we are trying to do, and I'm very happy that you're all part of it. I request you to be part of it, to make it successful by participating in it, by talking about it, by giving your best to make good data, scientific data for us. This is the first time that an industry and academia joining program has been started in our field, which is very common in other fields. This industry academia program, what we have started is only as a trial run now, which will be big in coming years. That basically means that the budgets are going to go up, the number of colleges or participants are going to go up, and the data we create is going to go up. It's very important for us in this world to survive, to create data on efficacy of our products, as well as create data to prove that our medicine, that's Ayurvedic medicine, is less toxic or non-toxic. But then we have to create data for that, and for creating data, all of us have to come together. So this data needs to be analyzed. We have to confirm either the efficacy or non-toxicity and publish in peer-reviewed journals. Once we publish these in peer-reviewed journals, we ourselves get confidence, plus we can shut the mouth of those apologists. Now, first question comes to everybody's mind is why house surgeons? Why didn't you extend it to everybody? In fact, this is open for everybody. Here, I don't mind a house surgeon, MD scholar, lecturer, or even a physician who is practicing outside to be a part of this, study. But the focal or fulcrum of this particular study will be a house surgeon or an intern for a very specific reason. House surgeons are enthusiastic, and they are budding doctors who are going to come and start practicing in next 1 year or 6 months, and they have a lot of time in coordinating things with various others, whereas MD scholars, for example, will be very busy with their own thesis, their own work, and they may not be able to dedicate their time for clinical or preliminary work like ours. By the way, today's program of training you will focus on mostly of clinical trials, whereas Dr. Lata, who is going to speak, will also talk about preclinical studies. We are open for any type of study. It can be a preclinical study, it could be in a literature search, it can be a clinical study, it can be an animal study based on available facility. So since house surgeons are fulcrum, they can join hands with the lecturers, and they can join hands with PG scholars who can advise them. But then the maximum clinical time available is for house surgeons. That's why we have chosen house surgeons, and we are open for even changing that rule. But let's stick to that for the time being. Now, many of you may be thinking that when we get into trial, like you need enough numbers to prove that efficacy or non-toxicity. So many of if you choose a disease, there's a possibility that you don't get enough numbers within the period that we are talking. It's around 3 to 6 months or maybe 8 months. So we can do multicentric studies. That is, if we see that there is a very well-written protocol which can be applied in 3 to 4 colleges, we can do a multicentric study, and we will be willing to support that. Also, many of you may have doubt that this is only 1 lakh rupee that people are going to give. Is it going to be enough for me? And for the study, I mean, we are flexible about it. We can club, and instead of doing 4 studies, we may be doing 3 studies or 2 studies, or we may increase our budget if we find that some of you have written fabulous uh, protocol, which is very significant. So don't be disheartened. Go ahead, go write a protocol which is close to your heart and which you feel that it's going to definitely win this competition, and you are going to get funded. Now, apart from you doing clinical research, what you're going to get is you're going to get access to Atrimed. I will tell you, Atrimed has got 4 to 5 labs. We have I think the only Ayurvedic company which has a computer-aided drug design, that is computational chemistry lab, is with Atrimed. Here, you can virtually screen any plant against any disease. In fact, you can screen multiple plants against one disease target, and we can narrow down the possible leads that we are going to have for clinical, our study. You will have access to our molecular biology lab. You will have access to our genetics lab, confocal facility, microbiology lab, cell culture lab. So when I say this, this may be corollary to your, clinical. Your research work that you are planning. As you go along, when you plan your research work, there'll be a lot of inputs for you from our scientists. We have cell biologists, we have microbiologists, we have synthetic chemists, we have plant chemists, we have Ayurvedic doctors, we have genetics, we have all of them who will be helping you to improve your protocol and make it such a work that you will be proud about publishing this in peer-reviewed journals which are of international repute, as well as who have got good value. So if you want suggestions, you can, while writing the protocol, you can reach us out. We will be willing to help you, unbiased. We have 3 prominent doctors as our main jury. We'll be unbiased about who has to get selected, etc. We will not, definitely not interfere. Other than those 3, we have Dr. Suresh from Kerala, Triveni Nursing Home. We have Dr. Shenoy from Mysore, who's extremely good at protocol writing and especially about statistics. If you have to choose the right number of people as a participants, then he can really help you, and he can help you prior to selection as well. And we have Dr. Pratibha Nadig. Pratibha Nadig is DM in clinical pharmacology, very ardent supporter of Ayurveda. She is the HOD at Dayanand Sagar Medical College, Bangalore. She will be also talking today about various aspects of protocol planning and research studies. We have with us Dr. Lata Damle. Lata Damle is graduate in Ayurveda, MD, and she has also done some fellowship in Japan. After that, she has done her postgraduate degree, that is MS in drug development. She is versatile with Ayurveda as well as preclinical studies, as well as clinical trials. So she will also be helpful for you. So it's going to be a good journey. We will do some phenomenal work, and it's not just chemistry alone. We will be also giving you, we want to do some, basic work also. And Dr. Lata will be giving you some of the ideas. How can we work on, basic science, like basic principles of Ayurveda as well. We can do that. There is no limit. You can do toxicity studies, field trials, literature search. We do not want to limit to anything. Any good study coming out of this, we'll be very proud of. And as I said, we can continue the study later as well. Don't be worried about time limit. Even if you finish your time, of house urgency, you can still be part of the study. Till we finish this study. So we are flexible, and we truly want to be neutral, and we truly want you to triumph and have a wonderful time generating data for our Ayurveda. Thank you very much. With those words, I welcome you all, and I request Dr. Lata to take over. Thank you.